Hey everyone, how's it going? How is everyone doing today? Hey Heads and Fails Adam, happy holidays. Almost New Year. How are you all doing? Dr. Wiley, sir. Omega, how are you? How are you all doing today? So today we're just, today there's not much to do in game, so we're just going to do roster reviews for the most part. SWGOH, how's it going? Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be spending all day knocking out like homework and stuff, trying to, I've been buying these lately. So tomorrow I'm going to be pretty busy, and then we have like the new year. Yeah, this is the one I want. The Force is my ally. Don't need that one yet. Don't need that one until I'm going to do the Omega, and it's not as important as my Force. The Force is my ally. Let's get that on there. The rest of these are like luxuries until I get Ahsoka. Maybe when I get Ahsoka, I'll invest more in him. But right now, he's just going to be with Rey. So let's go ahead and leave this. Enter, leave, and then join. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. Farming some tickets for my C ult. I did not farm any tickets for him during double drops, so. Let's see, mod energy. So how is your guys's Datacron farming going? I did not. I'm prioritizing Redbox, so I did not go hard into it like I normally do. Like normally I go to like wave 4 and then I just start farming Datacrons until the first start. I have so many Datacrons from the last set, I wasn't too worried about it. So I have a good amount here. I did get these two, which I'm pretty excited about. So here I gotta slice this one. So this one is pretty good because I got the 15% health protection. This one's just a placeholder. I'll see what I'm gonna do. But I got two of these light side. Like I did not reroll any of these level 3s, and I already got two of these 15%, which is pretty nuts. So this one's gonna go on Rey. Just because of this crit avoidance is gonna make her impossible to crit, which means she's gonna like ramp beautifully. And then the 15% max health protection is pretty good. And then this is like, I'm gonna try to re-roll this to try to get either I'll take a Cal Kestis, I'll take a CLS, I'll take a Fulcrum. I want a Fulcrum, ideally I want a Fulcrum. So we'll see. This cat one is probably the worst. The worst of the worst. It's just absolutely useless. Such a bad Datacron. But I got two decent ones. These are like garbage. I'm just going to roll a whole bunch of level 3s. So, and then the ones that hit the perfect level 3s that I'm looking for, I'll like take up to 8 or 9 or 6 or wherever I want to take them. So yeah, pretty excited about it. But I did not farm Datacrons very hard. Not hard at all. I am going to preload these. I am going to start preloading. Hey Van, how's it going? I'm going to start preloading here shortly. Alright. So how's your guys' conquest going so far? I'm on track to Redbox here very shortly. I could do it within a day or two. I don't know if I will, but I can. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Van. So yeah, we'll see. Should have, it looks like I'm far away, but I like literally a day I could finish these. I just have like just a few battles to do on each one, and then I'll finish it. So resub for 2 months. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it very much. All right, I'll do this later. So let's get the wheel updated. Interact. Let's get this going. So I did update the wheel right before this stream, so let's do that. Then let's update these. And then we'll shuffle, 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 do that. Okay. So we're pretty much just gonna jump straight into roster reviews. Straight into the reviews. Because I'm pretty sure there's literally nothing in the game to do. Like nothing. Hey Daniel. Yeah, this year was an interesting one. It was definitely interesting. Gear keypads. I only need one more R9. Only one more R9 for Ahsoka. Already getting this up and running. These farms go by like real quick. I'm gonna get Rex to relics soon, because the Rex 5s and 3s is actually really good. I don't think I'll have this ready by the time we do our stuff, because I still need 50 of these, and I have not been getting the drops. They just haven't been showing up in shipments. So, oh, 5 more of these. I need that. I'll take that. All right. Oh, this is good. So I just need 50 more of those things. Oh, I've not done this yet. But like I said, I have not been getting those in shipments. Not at all. So I had someone in my guild complain about this system in the free-to-play. How do you guys feel about episode shipments if you're free-to-play? Do you feel like you're getting a fair shake? Like it's a fair system in itself? I really am curious what your guys' opinions are on it. Because he was like very upset about the Chirotech pretty much. The refresh needs to be queered. But I think, are you free to play, Dr. Wiley, or do you buy the pass? There's too much garbage. I think it's fair. Ooh, do I want this? I kind of want this, to be honest, guys. I could use some more of these. I'll buy it. Normally I don't buy purples, but I need that. I need it bad. I need you now. All right. I'm gonna hold off on buying Chirotech until I know what I need. I'll still buy this. Maybe it's 250. I do need these. I do. Buy these. The shard shop. Yeah. Buy all these. Cool. There's not much. Mostly free to play. If you're free to play, I don't understand, because the argument is you don't have the income to buy everything you need, because you want all the Omicrons. I don't know how much they cost off the top of my head. And then you want the Chirotech, and the argument is if you're free to play, you cannot buy these 5. You have to choose pretty much like 2 Omicrons or the Chirotech. You're maxed out on what? On currency? You buy the pass then, don't you? There's no way. I buy the pass and I'm not even maxed out. Like, you're telling me You can't find anything here, and you're at 100K. Yeah, I don't even know how that's possible. Like how much currency that's come out. You're at 30K. I don't think you're buying. You buy all the Omicrons, all the Chirotech, and all the slicing material that's relevant. Yeah, it's at 100K. Bronzium? Yeah, I buy the Bronzium. So if you buy the pass, you can buy like everything if you wanted to. Honestly. Really, really. You're weird, Dr. Wiley. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with you. But normal people, I feel like you skipped some or something. Hey, Nikoga. Pika. How are you doing, dude? I've been having a lot of Pikachu, like the Pokemon trading card game stuff, show up in my Reddit. Like, that stuff's pretty interesting. How expensive some of those Pokemon cards are. Hey, Rescue Panda. Ixios, how's it going? Ahoy. Lunch break, feeling good? Nice. It's my evening break, also feeling quite well. A mountain goat, how are you doing? All right, what am I doing here? Oh, look at this. Almost 11 million. 10,991. Almost. We'll get there soon. You're the Skeleton Crew is a good TV show. Can I show you my race stats? Yeah. Here. Where you at? Here you go. Is this what you need? Here's my race stats. How do you get a roster review? Hey, Lewis. So, in my Discord here, under Captain's roster reviews, you can submit for a free roster review, and then you can get on the wheel. Here's the wheel, and then any donations over $5 in the description link below can also get you a premium review that does not have to go through the wheel. Yeah, I hope this helps. But here's here's my real Ray. She's okay. This is very this is very low. This is okay. Like nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. Hey, Raw Onion, how are you doing? But essentially, you're just looking for like 2K or 200,000 health, over 500 speed, and over 10K damage is what you're looking for. It's a lot easier to do if you have Relic 8, because mine's only Relic 7. Yeah. So if you want to Relic 8 this bad boy, and then Ray and SLKR, and that gives you a lot of flexibility on your modding. One day I'll Relicate these guys and really juice them up, but not in the cards for today. Honestly, it would be really nice for ROTE, so I can do some more combat missions at like the Relic A level if I had some more higher Relic GLs. Right now, pretty much just like I do fleets, and then JML can do one of the R8 ones. R8, R9 teams. Because I have enough like R9s and R8s to like field some teams, but they're pretty jank. Like they're all requirements. You know what I mean? Alright. Yeah. Alright, so let's start getting on the first wheel. Let's get this bad boy warmed up. Get it nice and toasty. Spin that wheel. Do we have PresidentYe? PresidentYe. There you go. Congratulations, golf clap. Le PresidentYe. Cool. All right. Oop. All right. Hide the wheel. And let's see what Mr. Yi himself has to show us. So CLS, Executor. So 4.3 million GP, 2.7 in characters, 1.5 in ships. So this mismatch of character to ships is pretty concerning. So as you're leveling, or like in the mid-ish game, early to mid, if you're doing it right, you can kind of keep ships and characters somewhat the same. 9 months-ish played. Let's see what's cooking here. Let's do it by all first. CLS Vader, Piet, CLS, or Jedi Knight Luke. The CLS team all up in relics. Qui-Gon. We got a Luminara for the raid. We got a Le Jabba bundle. So it looks like they're really close to Jabba. Let's look at their bounty hunters. Do they have everything? Is everything in order for Le Jabba? No, it is not. How disappointing, you know what I mean? Alan, so I should find a better way to do this. You have to, Alan, so you can submit in my Discord for a roster review, for a free roster review, and then you'll get on the wheel. So this is the wheel. Otherwise, if you wanted to donate for a premium review, you're welcome to do that in the description below, but it has to be more than $5. All right, so no, they did not buy which was it? Was it the Chewbacca bundle that came with Zam and not Zam, that came with the other Jabba requirements? I think it was. But you're missing Aurora at R6, and then you're missing Fennec. So it's unfortunate. So right away, right off the bat, start farming those two. Start farming the Jabba requirements would be the first thing. Are you farming for JML then? Because you're so close to JML. Yeah, so JML is the next thing on here. So since you have JML, or you're going to have JML somewhat soon, because you have the R5 Mon Mothma. So I imagine JML is going to be here very, very shortly. So let's look at your Jedi real quick too. All right, so while you're farming the requirements for Jabba, the next thing you should do after you get JML up and running should be Padawan Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon right here. So get those two to Relic 7 after you're finished with your JML farm. But once you have them unlocked, get these two guys up and running as quick as you can for their assault battle. They're also really good. You can get them up and running to pretty much usable levels really quick, and they're really good too. And honestly, where you are in the game at 4 million galactic power, hey guys, thanks for subscribing and following. Padawan Obi-Wan, his Omicron is actually pretty good for new players. Like an account like this where you don't have a super lot and you need more help in conquest, because you do have some good things. So you have like Night Sisters, you have Jedi Knight Luke, you have CLS. All those are really good for conquest, but that's only a few teams, and even Captain Rex is too low to really, because he could just die, and then if he dies, then in hard conquest you're just kind of screwed, because then the team falls apart there. So I would yeah, because your Night Sisters are wonderful for conquest. So Night Sisters, CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi. So that's 3 teams right there. But if you can get Padawan Obi-Wan up and running, that's going to really help you in conquest. And if you ever get stuck, he's going to be your solution. So you'll have JML, and then Padawan Obi-Wan will carry you through once you have those 2. And then they're just good Jedi. You can use them in Galactic Republic, which you don't really have a Padme up and running, but you can also use them just as Jedi. So you can use them in the Jedi squad really effectively too. So yeah, I would recommend that for this much level of investment. I don't think you'll regret it. It's not going to help you in Grand Arena, but Conquest in itself is very important for maximizing resources, unlocking new characters, and the sooner you can start getting better boxes in Conquest, the sooner you can start really maximizing your Conquest unlocks. So once you're finished with that, I think a good thing to do would probably be get Jedi Knight Revan, because you're gonna have some time while you're finishing up those stars. Or instead of doing Revan, you can do Revan, or I would recommend relicking up Dark Trooper. So relic up Dark Trooper, maybe Stark to gear 12, Dark Trooper to relic 5, and that's 2 assault battles right there. So you can do this. You already have the double Z on Piet and Veers. You get Dark Trooper up and running, then that's a good team where you are. And for Grand Arena, they're good in TW too. So I would and you get 2 assault battles out of that. So I would get your Dark Trooper Relic 5 after the Poncho Bros. Yeah, while you're finishing farm sharding for Aurora Singh and Fennec would be good. All right, let's look at your ships. This is fine. Make sure you're slow farming your punishing one. Just getting those shards every day, because it's good. You should still be using it in your starting line. Are you? Yeah, you are. So continue to slow farm that one. You don't have to accelerate it. Just slowly is fine. You don't have... Oh, so start farming for the... I would get this guy to gear 12 at least. Like, farm the rest of his shards. Don't farm it in the shard shop. Just farm him in the fleet shipments whenever you see him. And then at least gear 12 for his ship. So you're going to want to get that up and running. And then he's going to need his pilotless ships. So since he's already 5 stars, I would recommend just farming now for the negotiator. So just have a 5-star malevolence, get a 7-star negotiator, and then come back and finish out the malevolence. But in the meantime, get the hyena bomber with the vulture droid. Once you're finished with the hyena bomber and the vulture droid, you're gonna want Anakin's ship as soon as possible. Like, start working on this Galactic Republic stuff once you're done, so that you can get the General Kenobi's ship, the negotiator. You're gonna want Anakin for that. Your Snips is good for that. Plo's ship is good. You're gonna want the Umbaran Starfighter is pretty good, and then the BTLB Y-Wing is what you need to get this fleet up and running with the negotiator. So I would continue passively farming your executor, finish farming the pilotless ships, and then you have a Qui-Gon, but you don't have an Anakin. Anakin is so good especially since you have this Qui-Gon Ami. It's really going to waste. So I would, after you finish your Imperial Troopers, I would just get Anakin up to relics, and then that way you have this team, and this is going to be your Grand Arena team. Just these two. Of course, you can add Ki-Adi-Mundi, but pretty much like these three, even with like garbage Galactic Republic, you can throw in like Kit Fisto and Plo Koon or something, Eth Koth. It doesn't really matter as long as they're Galactic Republic Jedi, and it's going to be a bangerific team. So 100%. After you finish your Imperial Troopers, get Jedi Knight Anakin up and running. So start farming his shards is what I would do. And I'm giving you things to do in the meantime. Like, your priority is of course going to be Jabba, like getting Jabba up and running, but you need to maximize your time while you're waiting for Jabba. And then if you have more time while you're doing that, you can of course get like Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan up and running, and then unlock Malik or something too. Would be a worthwhile farm, is what I would do for this account. Datacrons are fine. I don't really care too much about your mods as long as they're not horrible. I would say these aren't good. So watch my mod guides and follow them, because you're not building consistently good mods, I would say. And I get your income is low. Maybe you have some decent mods here, so maybe you've watched some of my guides, but some of these mods are really good and some of these are really bad. So I don't know if you're just like, a broken clock is right twice a day, and I don't know if you're just a broken clock or you know what you're doing, because it seems a very mixed bag of like half junk and half pretty good. So if you haven't already watched my mod guides, they're really going to help you out with what you can do with your mods. And you're about to get Jabba, so the sooner you learn how to work mods, the better you're going to be. Okay. All right, that's all I got for PresidentYe. Interesting account. You don't see those very often. Like, they're not really free to play, but free to play-ish, right? Like light spending. You don't see light spenders anymore. You see a bunch of dolphins. It's like a ocean of dolphins swimming around, dropping fat stacks on all these light speed bundles. Things like Tuskens and stuff. Disgusting. Jawas. These are some bad mods. That's what you see. Interesting enough. All right. I gotta update it real quick because some people requested a mountain goat. You wanted to get in on this action too? Are you not on here? I guess you're not. Guess you're not. So what are your guys' plans for the New Year's? Are you guys doing anything? Any plans, anyone? Doing anything exciting? I'm just gonna go to the beach and go watch the sunrise on New Year's Day with my wife and dog. Pretty much all I got planned. It's the plan. What are you guys doing? Avoiding people? Hey, Alf. The way you get a roster review, there's two ways. So free roster reviews you can submit here in my Discord under Captain's roster reviews, and then you get put on the wheel, and that's how you can do that for free. So if you want to, I have a donation link in the description, and then you can kind of like skip this whole wheel process too. But I try to do at least, ever since I started graduate school, I haven't really been doing 4 free ones a week because I haven't been streaming as much, but I try to do as many free roster reviews as I can. So on average, I don't know, I would say 2 a week, maybe, at least. Maybe around there. Horned. All right. Let's see what Horned has to show. In their account. Might go out to dinner, watch fireworks from home. That sounds nice. No, we haven't done the sunrise and sunset, but we do have to go to like different sides of the island for the sunrise. Luckily, I live closer to the side where it rises, so it'll just be because it's a small island. I live literally like 2 minutes from the beach, so we'll just go over to the beach and go watch it from there. It's always nice. All right, Horned. This horn dog, he ain't nothing but a horn dog. All right, there you go. Cool. All right, with Tranquil Phoenix. What do you think this one is? It's a vowel. I think it's probably like an E, Phoenix, even though that's not how you spell Phoenix. But if I had a guess, I would say Tranquil Phoenix. 6.1 million GP, 3.9 in characters, 2.2 in ships. This is a huge imbalance of characters to ships. So not looking forward to looking at their ships. 6 months? Either this guy has only been playing for 6 months or he's not doing his dailies. It could be either. I don't know what it is. So, because with accounts nowadays, you could easily, in Lightspeed bundles and the spending people be doing, this could easily be a 6-month account. So I don't know. But it looks like that. All right, so they have their assault battles for Imperial troopers through the bundles. So that's good. La Rebels. Where's the CLS? CLS. No Zetas here. So CLS is an excellent investment. I would recommend, still a little too early in the roster review process, but I would say if you can get Jedi Knight Luke here pretty soon. Yeah, so you bought the friends. Do you have La Rebels ready? You got Rolo. What's the one we're looking for here? Yeah, Lando. Okay, so you're ready. So I would start putting some investment into the CLS and go get the CLS up and running. At least Relic 3. Is Chupio where's Chupio? Where is Chupio? You guys see Chupio here anywhere? Nowhere? Wow. Oh, here he is. Okay. So I would get the CLS up and running. Get the Zeta investment. Yeah, I got it. Get the Zeta investment on it. So yeah, 100%. Start off probably with like it binds all things in Rebel maneuvers, and then Han Solo is probably the order I would go to at least get this team somewhat usable, and then Loyal Friend on Chewbacca, and then probably the rest of CLS's. Probably Oh My Goodness, and then Chupios. Zeta is the order I would go with that. Once you finish CLS, you're going to go into the Jedi Knight Luke farm. And then once you finish the Jedi Knight Luke farm, that's going to take you into Jabba, is what I would do. In the meantime, while you're doing that, you're going to finish the bounty hunters that you need for Jabba, which you're pretty close, or seeing Fennec Shan. So you'll need 1 relic on Aura Seeing, 2 on Fennec Shan. So 100%, that's what I would do with this account. Start getting your CLS up and running into Jedi Knight Luke, into Jabba, and that's going to give you 2 more assault battles, 1 for Rebels, 1 for Jedi at challenge tier 3. Do you have, where are you at with the Poncho Bros? So, so I would say, if you wanted to, because while you're waiting on your Zetas, you could get the Padawan Obi-Wan Master Qui-Gon to Relic 7 first before you go all in on the CLS team, because you don't need Zetas on this team to be useful. So you can do that. Just like the last guy, you can take Padawan Obi-Wan and give him his Omicron 2, and that would make you a lot more viable in Conquest 2, considering your best Conquest character is SOKR, which is good, but it's not great compared to the other things. So if you wanted to do that, take those 2 to Relic 7, give Pow the Omicron. That's also really useful. So I would go Jedi Bros, CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba as soon as you can with this account, because you already have Executor, so you're in a pretty good position with fleets. You have the Negotiator fleet. You do need to start farming your pilotless ships, so get the BTLB Y-Wing, the Galactic Republic ship. You should be spending your income on the Malevolence, and even though you're not here ready for this, still buy the Geo ships out of the Galactic War Store, farm the Hyena Bomber, farm the Vulture Droids. You're gonna have to get your Geos, like you need to get the Geos for the Malevolence. The Malevolence is a good ship, so it's not that expensive to get the Geos up and running, at least the ships. If you want to wait for another Geo bundle to maybe come back, you can, but the Geo ships aren't part of that bundle, so you need to farm the ships at the very least. And they're pretty cheap too if you wanted to take them like to gear 12, at least the pilots, for the fleet, because the fleet's really good. So I would start farming the pilotless ship for Negotiator, start farming the pilotless ships for the Separatist fleet, so that you can get that up and running as well. Also, you need to farm the SF TIE fighter pilot and the what is it, the TIE Echelon for the First Order. Like you don't have a usable fleet here. This is a good fleet. This fleet I use at standard relics, like unlock relics for SOKR, and I use it to beat Punishing 1 Executors all the time. So this character, or this person's probably going to see an absolute F ton of Executors on defense. He's going to put his Executor on defense, and then you're both not going to be able to beat your the enemy team's Executor. But if you get the Finalizer and you finish those last 2, one's a shipment, the other's a hard farm, so you're going to have to farm it. But if you get those 2 up and running, which you already have a 7-star Finalizer and you have the SLKR, so, and you only have to do the basic and the ult, really. I still recommend Ravage actually, but ideally, minimum, you just have to max out the basic and the ult. Then you have a Punishing 1 Executor killer. You just have to burner it, which is fine, because especially where this guy is, like if you can full clear them and they can't full clear you, you win. And if they can't beat your fleets and you can beat their fleets, you win. So having a Executor counter on the table like that is killer, like absolutely killer. So get this Finalizer fully fleshed out as soon as possible. So let's look at your mods. Not good. So it looks like you're just taking everything up as much as you can and with no rhyme or reason. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So, and sometimes you're in between. I don't know if you're following my guides for modding, but I would recommend you follow them. I would hope you could find a better mod than this somewhere. Like, I guess it's like a struggle bus, but you know, that circle mod needs some improvement. So the speeds are pretty low for what I would expect, but the health is just missing the circle, and then the damage is okay. But not bad. I've seen worse. 333, 332. Not horrible, but not the worst. 282. Okay, so it falls off a cliff here. Alright, I imagine the rest probably isn't great. Yeah. Alright, cool. Treya. So I like what you have. Treya can do a lot for you, too. Yeah. Starkiller. I would say after you finish Jabba, get your Starkiller fully invested in. So this is a really good character that you just have chilling on the... Even, I would say before, because you have so much to do for the rebels. So I would say this. Get your Starkiller, then the Poncho Bros, then CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba is what I would do. It's killer. It's killer that you have a Starkiller here. Just chilling. Straight chilling. Chilling like a villain, because he's dark side. But I would get this up and running. It's so good. You already have the team. You just need Mara Jade and Emperor Palpatine. That's it. Like, that's the two. The other are just like, just throw in any light side Ufu, which you have like a cat just sitting here, but you can go Rey, you can go Jedi training Rey, and a Jedi, which you have Lightspeed bundle galore, so you can use like Plo Koon, Old Ben or something. So yeah, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Fix this guy's mods. Like, you want Jedi Knight Anakin hitting hard, so a crit damage set, offense set at least, but a crit damage set, and then throw some Omegas on this dude. Disrespecting my man Jedi Knight Anakin when you have a Qui-Gon, Omicron. And then he wants a speed set, believe it or not. So yeah, I would do that. Fix your mods. Fix your mods. I honestly, if you want to, sometime you can get Rex up to relics. You already took him, like, you're at the expensive part is almost done. So if after you finish Jabba, if you wanted to finish Captain Rex and take him to relics, this is a decent team too. Does a lot of work. Honestly, where he is right now, he'll probably still do a decent amount for you. But if you can take him to relics, even with the 501st and 3s, because in 3s you should be going like Rex 5s with his Omicron. So I would say try to get Rex up and running too, so that at least gear 12, so you can do the Rex 5s, and then get the sacrifice Zeta for 5s. It's a really good Zeta. Not a huge priority, but you know, something to think about while you're doing whatever you're doing. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Ooh, Marin. So if you got Night Sisters up and running too, at least the Zeta, like one Zeta here for Shadow Stride, and then if you get her Omicron, then she turns into a Jabba killer. Especially, I use it all the time, especially in 3s. But you have a decent investment here, so I would throw the Zeta on Marin for Shadow Stride. That's a killer. Like, give her Omegas and the Zeta, but that is such a good team. It's good in Grand Arena. It kills. It's an absolute monster in Conquest. Like, this is a Conquest team. I use it all the time, even if I don't need the Night Sister kills, which you do need right now. Like, Marin is just a really solid team. Like, you just go Mother Talzin, Old Daka, Night Sister, Zombie, Marin, and then Asajj, and that team just like rolls through Conquest. You can use it for pretty much for forever on a lot of the teams, as long as they don't stop revives. So you don't use them against like bounty hunters or anything like that, gas or something. But as long as they don't stop the revives, you just like roll through everything. So Something to think about. Interesting accounts. Ooh, Smuggler's Run. The normal one. I'll take free mods. I'll take free mods any day of the week. I'll tell you what, these assault battles at this time of the year, oh, so good. Even these, I have so many credits now. I used to be, this is the first time ever where I have had credits where I could just like buy mods willy-nilly. First time since I've started the game where I can start buying any mod I want, because I'm pretty much done leveling characters. I don't have to level anything anymore. So all my credits go towards buying or working mods. It's a wonderful feeling. I don't know if you guys have had that feeling before. It's quite nice. Very nice. C. So C needs, I would say 4 to be workable. 5 is the ideal one. So I still want to get this one on him, Deception. I just like personally, I finished, here I'll show you. I finished like Bo-Katan Mandalore, Ufu's Imperial Assault Battle, and C, and I got Ezra Bridger Exile all finished at the same time pretty much. So I had to throw the 2 on this dude because he's good. He's like Commander Ahsoka Tano good, like very equitable to him. He's a lifter in that level of how good he is. And I'm going to throw him with Rey on defense. But, and I did prioritize like Terran Malicos, Bo-Katan 1, and then C4. So these 4, probably Galactic Legend, and his leadership is very, very important. Super bare bones minimum, that's what you need. This one's very good, and then so this one's very good for his survivability. So those 4 are minimum, but you still want Deception. I would say this one, where Darkside tank allies gain taunt for 2 turns, is not very impactful, considering if they're deceived, then they can't attack him anyways. So and a lot of times, like what I'm going to be using him for is I'm going to be going CWAT. So that 6 Zeta is not very useful. But this Deception, it adds Deception for 2 turns, and then 3 if they're Jedi. So this one's very good. You do want it, but it's not as important as these other 4, because these other 4 are like survivability and mastery ramping. So right now, without his C, without his what do you call it, ultimate, is very, very mid. So I'm gonna use him to pretty much beat probably like Qui-Gon teams or something, is what the pretty much what I'll do with him, because you can beat Qui-Gon teams without, you know, because it turns off the Omicron. Other than that, like, he can't beat much else, because maybe like if you still give him Watt, maybe he still has survivability. Actually, he can still dunk on gas, because even for gas, you don't even want to ult. You just link gas and then you kill all the sides, and then you kill gas at the end, and you don't want to ult so that you can keep your protection up so you don't lose banners. So yeah, this guy can still beat gas. He can still beat, I don't know what else he can beat. Definitely not like a Malgis or anything like that, where you need the ultimate, but maybe some mid stuff. Like I certainly would not use him against like a Seer Malicos or anything like that. But Qui-Gon, gas, I don't expect to see any of those, but you never know. Maybe a trench or something on the back. There's a trench. Maybe he can beat that. I don't know. But yeah. But 4, 5. I would say 5. 4 to get him started. 5 to really finish him off is probably the best thing you can do with that. All right. Yeah, we can still do some more. Get you removed. Hey Eli, how are you doing? Yeah, very interesting. Like right now, I'm sure you all, and I am too, I am on a struggle bus. I even started buying these Zetas here. I don't think it's going to show it. Yeah, oh, it did show it. I've been buying the Zetas here in the 1600. If they have like 6 Zetas, I've been buying them. Like, I just gobble those things up because I am so behind on Zetas. Like, Zetas is my biggest bottleneck. Like, there's so many things I need. Like, I have 2 on C. I need 2 on Bo-Katan Mandalore. What else do I need? I have plenty of other ones I need. Like, Bo-Katan Kryze needs a Zeta. I would like one on Bessel Shan Fallen. Dash would be great. What else do I need? Padme's missing 2. Like, all the farms that I want pretty much are like, this team needs 8. This needs a bunch. Bad Bunch needs these. Great Mothers. These aren't invested in, but I have plenty that are invested in. Like the DTMG squad. A lot of my Separatists. Like B2 doesn't even have a Zeta. Like, a lot of this stuff, I am just like Zeta, super Zeta poor. I've been good. It's gonna be you, Rescue Panda. What's gonna be you? I can do 1 attack here. Sector 4. What do I need to do here? Shin or Captain Enoch? Okay. Yeah, I can do this. I need to get Captain Enoch, or yeah, what do I want to do? Ability blocks? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know how many more reviews I'm gonna do. Come on, I just want 1 turn from my Night Trooper. That's it. Just give me 1 turn. Okay, let's stun you. Cool. Why not? Let's do this. Cool. Yes. Alright, so I can do the crit chance down here. Excellent. Now everyone can die. Why not? Let's keep killing you. Alright, and that's what I was worried about. I was like, yeah, at no point did I think I would lose this, but I wanted to not have them die before I can get that crit chance down. I'm pretty close to finishing it. How much more do I need? 10 more? Yeah, I should finish it before. So 6 to... yeah, I should be good. Almost done with this. Almost done with Conquest. This lazy ass. Yeah. I'm just not efficient with it. Oh, is it? Oh, that stream title? I didn't even look at it. Usually, Christmas Day. Few days after Christmas roster review. There you go. I figured it just said roster reviews. I didn't even look at it, to be completely honest. There you go. I changed it. It's a few days after Christmas roster review. Yeah. The eve to the New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. Yeah, but I am Santa Panic. I am so inefficient. So inefficient with Conquest. I'm the worst. Alright. Speaking of New Year's, what about New Year's? What's your plans, Agnards, on New Year's? Here, let's get this to just chatting. Is my chat gonna work? I don't even know if it works. "2023 is the year she gets better at money." Yeah. I'll tell you what, the years just keep on coming by faster and faster. My chat doesn't work, huh? Interesting. All right. Yeah, I should. Yeah, hey Thrawn Hub, how's it going? Yeah, my wife is incredibly thrifty. She is not a big. If anything, I'm the spender. I'm not a big spender, but I'm definitely the spender out of the two of us. All right. Yeah, let's update this. Update my wheel. "2 weeks in Europe." 2 weeks? I didn't know you made 2 weeks in Europe money, Agnards. Good for you, dude. Good for you. Wow. 2 weeks in. So when I retire from the military, I wanted to do like a month, and I wanted to do a month vacation in Europe because I've never been, and it's one of the places I wanted to go. So I would like to go to probably the UK, into France, to Spain, to like, you know, all the little European places over there. So I would love that. Just spend a whole month there once I retire from the military. Yeah. I spent most of my time in Asia. I've been to Europe, but it was really quick. It was on the way to Afghanistan. So I just like stopped in Germany, and then we went, yeah, Scotland. Yeah, Scotland would be nice. That'd be really fun. All right, who was the last guy I reviewed? What was your name? Horned. He ain't nothing but a horned dog. All right, where are you at? Did I already remove you? Maybe I did. No, I did not. Cool. Alright, let's check my Discord real quick. Alright, so we did get some people added. Muddy. Mountain Goat. Ixios. And we got Surreal. 9363. Alright. Cool. Interact with this bad boy. Chair in there. Shuffle. Close it out. You want to go to Korea again? Yeah, well, if you do go to Korea, let me know. Maybe I'll see if I could, because it's a 2-hour flight for me. So maybe I could stop on over, because that would be really easy. I could literally just 2 hours. It's the same of driving from like I've driven farther in California to visit my family than just hopping on a plane and going to Korea real quick. So super close. If you wanted to, we can go have some KBBQ. I do like Korea. I've been promising my wife sometime that we would go there. Oh, you didn't get to do much? Yeah, that sucks. So I was there for a month. I've been there a lot, actually, throughout my life, because we always go out there just for training. So I've been to Korea a ton, but the last time I was out there for a month, and that was like a free month where I could just go out and explore and stuff. So that was pretty nice. All right, let's spin the wheel. A week in Europe? That's pretty expensive. The flights are crazy, right? Anakin, didn't I just review this guy? I want to say I did. There's no way. I feel like I just reviewed Anakin. Yeah, I did. I just reviewed this guy. Right? I didn't take him off my list. I want to say I did. Let me look at my Discord. What are the chances? Let me look at these. Yeah, I did. I just didn't remove them from my list. Okay, cool. And remove that. What are the chances here? Let's find his name so it doesn't happen again. Delete that. Cool. Save this. Sometimes I just don't save my list. My Excel, because it's just an Excel. It doesn't, I don't have $400. That's like nothing. That's crazy cheap, man. I don't know how much it would cost me to fly to Europe from Asia. There's definitely a lot of things I could do in Asia before I would go to Europe. Like I want to go to Australia, another vacation in Korea. I don't know if I can go to Taiwan, to be honest. I don't know if the government would allow me to, but that would be really fun. But there's a bunch. Bali. I want to go in Bali. All right, Spectralfiasco. Cool. See what a fiasco this account is. Zap Yo Face. Interesting name. Interesting name. All right. Are you streaming today, Agnards? What's on your agenda today? What you got going on? You've been like streaming every day. Are you still on vacation from work? Nothing serious. Yeah, I've been watching your stuff lately. Big fan. All right. So we got Zap Your Face with Muchos Nachos. I can stand by a guild. This is a guild that I could stand by. Muchos Nachos. Vacation till Thursday. That's nice. Yeah, I had to work today, but I have the next 3 days off, and then I go back to work on Friday. But that Friday day is like pretty much like a half day. So these last 2 weeks, I've had the Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off for the holidays. So it's been pretty nice. Oh yeah, the chip. How was the chip? How was that? I saw that you were gonna do it, but I had to go to sleep. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Honestly, I really do like this schedule rather than before it would be like a Friday, Monday, or a Thursday, Friday, or Monday, Tuesday. Like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are kind of goated. I don't even feel like I go to work. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Zap Your Face. All right, 5.8 million GP, 3.3 in characters, 2.5 in ships. 2 years played. It's a lot of time. So if you've been playing for 2 years, you need to fix your ships. You need to fix your ships. If you've been playing for 2 years and your best fleet is the Radis, then you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. So you need to farm the Executor right meow. Even if you're free to play. Even if you're free to play. Go, let's see where you are with these. I don't know what you're doing. You're not even free to play. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. Yeah, so Executor. Farm the Executor. Yes, sir. You're already in a pretty good place to get it. With all these Lightspeed bundles you bought. So, yeah. It looks like you're kind of going towards Executor. I would prioritize it. Because it doesn't seem like your fleet shard is super competitive. If you're able to hang in there and get crystals with Radis, I think you should be able to get the Executor and start making some decent crystal income in there. So that would be the first priority, Executor. While we're here at ships, okay, farm your pilotless ships. Like all these pilotless ships at like 3 or 4 stars. For playing for 2 years, you got like no excuse. You just have been completely ignoring your fleets, and then you bought some Lightspeed bundles. So, and even you farmed the Malevolence, but you don't really have a Malevolence. Like you just bought the Geo Lightspeed bundles. You don't have the Vulture Droid, the Hyena Bomber. So you need to farm your ships. Farm your ships, especially prioritize the pilotless ships. No reason for this. Unnecessary. So much income that you're just wasting. Hey Gas, you don't even engage in Datacrons. Like your account is 5.8 million GP, right? You have a GL. First of all, get your GL to Relic 7. That would probably be the first priority, even though you're lacking on your finalizer. And then at least engage somewhat in Datacrons. There's no reason, like absolutely no reason, not to at least engage in that. So that you can have something. Because even a few Datacrons will make a big difference in an account. Would not do it again? Oh, that sucks. Did you have to like drink something or eat something to kind of like stop that feeling in your stomach? I think it looks like he just came back from the game not too long ago. So this is the kind of guy where someone plays the game for the first time and the first time they get into Grand Arena and they're all excited, and then they play against this account and still somehow win. That's the kind of account this one is. But so finish your ultimate on SOKR, take him to Relic 7, go straight for Executor, farm all your pilotless ships. Once you do that, even if like don't do this gear 12 stuff where you're equipping all this gear. It is a huge waste. Look at all this. These are just relics that you have on the table. So stop doing that. If you wanted to get Grievous up to Relic 3 or something for the ship, that would be decent too. But you need the pilotless ships. Once you finish SOKR into Executor, then I would still probably prioritize the Poncho Bros, taking them to Relic 7. So Master Qui-Gon, Padawan Obi-Wan. Once you finish that, you can go and finish CLS Rebels into Jedi Knight Luke into Jabba. If you're buying bundles and you didn't buy the Jabba bundle, then I would say you should buy the Jabba bundle. I'm pretty sure it's still available, right? So I would do that. Buy your Jabba bundle and pick him up. Looks like you're still, because you have Wampa. Do you have the Jedi? No Hermit Yoda, so you're gonna have to, or you have Hermit Yoda. Okay, so you'll have to farm him up a little bit. Is your Rebels good? Where are they at? The Rebels. Okay, so you bought that one. So yeah, you're pretty much primed to do that. So So SOKR, Executor, Poncho Bros, CLS, Jedi Knight Luke, Jabba. What you need to do. I'm kind of scared to look at these, while still side farming your ships. Kind of scared to look at these mods. I don't even think it's 2 years. This does not seem like a 2-year account. This is definitely a very casual player. Super casual. Keeping it super casual. Oh, I would say watch my guide on modding if you haven't. It'll help you out. Interesting. Agnards? Why did I type the name as Agnards? Did I really do that? I did. I typed this one as Agnards. This was one of the fastest reviews I've ever done. That was a blazing fast review. Spectralfiasco. So now, like before, I feel like now, with the Lightspeed bundles, a lot of accounts are just crazy similar. It's like literally almost all these reviews, when you break it down, it's like the same exact advice that I would give you guys. Because they're all different things. Like the way the bundles push you is just easily into the same things to do. The difference is like, what are you going to do while you're waiting for like those things to finish? Pretty quick. Pretty easy reviews. I want to do this now. I can wait a little bit. I don't want to forget before I all right, but I'm pretty sure that's all the roster reviews I wanted to do today. But I knocked out three, yeah. 3 reviews. Maybe one more for funsies. Times at 9. Ugh. Yeah, I can. Would you be able to redo it? So I don't read the requests, like whatever you guys type in there. To be completely honest, I usually don't even read it. You can edit your request if you want to, but unless there's something I need to figure out from your account, I don't come in here. So if there's something like crazy weird about your account and I'm just like, what are you looking for? Then usually I don't come in here and read your stuff. So yeah, sometimes I do. Most times I don't. So if you wanted to keep it up, you can. But chances are I won't read it, to be completely honest with you. The vast majority of players don't even put anything in there worth reading. So it's not really worth it to me. So yeah, here you are. Gas 688277337. So yeah, whenever it lands on you, then I'll come in here and won't read it really. So I'll just go through and do your review. So unless, like I said, unless there's something really weird about the account, then yeah. Or if it's a premium review, then I will usually, for premium reviews, I do look and see what you guys, especially if it's not live, like if someone just sends me money and it's like, hey, review my account, usually I'll read what they want just to make sure I'm not missing out on whatever it is they wanted me to look at. But if it's a free one, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Like I'll just go in here and knock out whatever it is I think you should do and then give you that advice. Yeah, sorry. It's just, there's too many for me to just be pouring through Discord to see what exactly you guys wanted for you guys to say, review me, bro. It's like, okay, I spent all this time to find your stuff just to say, send me that review, bro. But we'll see. No, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like when I look at your account, I'll just look at your account. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I'll do this now. So I'm preloading already because it's like 2 days. Like I have the night, but like 2 days I'll be able to have double drops. So it's already, tomorrow will be the 31st. So it's like 2.5 something. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, so let's do one more. We'll do one more. Just because that last one was like crazy quick. Let's see who's it gonna land on. Whose it is. DarthTavarus. Cool. I recognize the name too. Sometimes he's in here. Sometimes he's not. Like many things. Alright, let's get this over here. 119 10. Alright. See what DarthTavarus has going on. It's unfortunate they're not here. Otherwise, I'd be able to talk to them. Double drops? Oh, it's not. It's additive drops. Additive drops. So the additive drops are for the Zetas. So if you have any of the three of the Bo-Katan Mandalore, I think it's like Paz Vizsla, IG-12, and what was the other one? I don't remember which one. Maybe Keller and Beck or something. If you have one of those 3 at 7 stars, then you can get Zetas. So I'm saving up for Zetas. Otherwise, you can preload the other drops to get shards for them, which I already have Bo-Katan Mandalore, not a big deal. So, all right. So this account has Lajaba, which is great. Now I don't have to tell him to farm Jabba. So Utter Madness, 7.6 million GP, 4.6 in characters, 2.9 in ships. Less than a year played. So the power of the dollar, look how strong it is. So we got a no ultimate Jabba and a no ultimate JML. So right off the bat, I would get these guys their Zetas. So I would prioritize Jabba, getting him up and running first, and then JML. Like, you're at this much investment, you're going to be able to beat Smuggler's Run 2 at 3 stars, but still, you should still get it up and running, get his ultimate first. So I would prioritize Jabba for that, and then come in and finish JML. You don't have to R9 JML, to be completely honest. Like, you're fine if you don't. I wouldn't do this. This is garbage. This is hot steaming garbanzo beans. So if you're just gonna have like a crap 5 dot mod, like just get one that has speed primary. 13 speed on JML is like atrocious. So the dude still likes taking turns. So yeah, I would. This is a good mod. So I would, yeah, it is what it is. You don't have something, but put a speed primary. Just get some fatty protection secondaries here. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe this, I would take it all the way and then calibrate out the health, I guess. What I would do. Tenacity. You don't have to go with a tenacity primary. Don't sleep on the arrows. Don't sleep on the arrows. They're for GLs. They're still useful. Ugh. You can slice this, even though this is like crap for this is kind of crap for SLKR. Like, he doesn't really care about protection. Flat defense is crap, and he doesn't care about tenacity, but you could slice that one time. If it hits like 14 or something, then you can take it to 6 dots, but you know, that's okay. Yeah, that's alright. This is okay. Just that cross is a pretty not great. Otherwise, like, decent secondaries on here. Like a decent amount of offense on all this, so that you have 11k damage, which isn't bad. Speed's slow though. And this needs to be 6 dots, but not bad. You are hurting for... Hey Stopper, how's it going? You are hurting, man. So ideal. Hey Tung Morris, thanks for the Hong Kong bucks. Is the $10. Hong Kong dollars to US dollars is really crazy difference. Yeah. So I'll get you next. So, yeah, like ideally health primaries with offense secondaries, but if you, so that you can hit the health and the damage, but you're hurting so much on Zetas. Like, look at this. This is just, like, honestly, things I would have done if I was you, not unlocked Afra, because that's like 2-3 Zetas that you could have used on GLs. So I would say slow down on unlocking new things that require Zetas until you have all your GLs like up and running. Just kind of like slow your roll. You can do things like Cal Kestis, doesn't really need Zetas. You already have investment into Captain Rex, so you can do stuff like that. Those are fine. Or even like Grievous, he's a pilot. If you take him up to relics, that's like pretty useful. This is fine low gear actually for TW. I would be finishing, or I would be farming your Imperial Remnants, like slow farming them, because you want to get them up and running for their assault battle. Even if you're not going for GL Ahsoka right away, which you shouldn't, you can still farm their shards and get them up to relics too, as a side farm. But I would try to do things that don't require Zetas right now. So that can include farming for the profundity. Could be a smart side farm you can do. You should finish your pilotless ships, get the malevolence up and running too. BTLB Y-Wing. So at least farm like 2 hard nodes for ships at a time. Slowly get it up. I would prioritize punishing one over the other things though. So I would get that up and running. But this is a pretty decent account. I would just like slow down on new things. If you're gonna farm new things, like don't put Zetas on them. Like put Zetas on your GLs first. Get these 4 finished. Finish their ultimates. Then you can start investing in new teams. Oh man, this hurts my soul. Oh, I think it, okay, I think it comes with the Lightspeed bundle. Okay. Crisis averted. I was like, what are you doing? But that makes sense. That makes sense. That's hilarious. Yeah, so that would be my recommendation. Get stuff like Marin, even Relic 3, like Relic 3 Marin, Relic 3 Cal Kestis, you know, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum is pretty good considering you have like Seer. You don't have any strong Ufus there. So that could be something to do with Seer, is have like Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum in there with some other ones. Maybe that'll do something, I don't know. But Jedi Knight Cal, or Jedi Cal, just basic Cal Kestis, really good in a Ray team. So you're going to want Cal Kestis in that Ray team. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would probably go for like Profundity or Leia next, while finishing these relics. even like Zori, the stuff that you already have invested in, like the Zeta investments, would be a smart play. Also, if you start getting some bandwidth, like the Mandalorian farm, like Paz, IG-12, Bo-Katan Mandalore would be a smart choice, because if you already have 4 GLs, Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, if you get Bo-Katan Mandalore, that's going to make you really, like, going to make you someone that a guild would want in there, and you can probably get a better guild than what you're in, even at like 8 million GP or 8.5 by the time you probably finish it. So I would prioritize like maybe your next big farm as soon as you can. If you could, as soon as you finish the shards, Bo-Katan Mandalore would be a good one. But otherwise, like, Leia is also a great one, because if you start seeing like GL Ahsoka's on defense, Leia's the counter for her, so you're gonna want her. So Leia, Profundity, or Bo-Katan Mandalore would be a very smart choice for you, depending on which one you want to do. And then just kind of like work up these other things while you're finishing the shards on whatever your next farm is going to be. Yeah. But solid account. Continue working on your fleets. Like, just because you have the Executor doesn't mean you're good. And then decent amount of level 3s. This is a lot of level 3s. So if you would have some of these, you should, man, those are some crap ones. This one's good. So if you get a good level 3, then take it higher. Take it to level 6. Take it to level 9 or something, you know. Okay. This one's pretty niche, but yeah, you're gonna want to like the level 3s are good in this one, but you're gonna want more than just level 3s. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend for this account. Kind of looked at your mods already. Definitely need some mod work. Hermit Yoda is your fastest at 322. Really weird. So if you have a Star Killer, I would like a faster Mara Jade. Hermit Yoda is okay, but in like defund your Quill, give his mods to someone else. Like Resistance Hero Finn's decent, but you don't even have Zori Bliss's Omicron, so I don't know how useful that's gonna be. Potency. Rey doesn't need potency. She certainly doesn't need protection. So crit damage, offense here, you want her to be really fast and you want her to hit really hard. So you're gonna want to like get this up and running. Like there's no limit here. I have mine like 359 speed or something. So you're gonna want her at least 330s, at least. But I would reprioritize some of these mods. Definitely. Cal Kestis, he needs to be good. He doesn't need potency. So you can have health here. So health, I like health here with offense secondaries, and then maybe like a crit damage triangle, I think is what you want here. Yeah, but I don't know why you have so much potency here. Like he doesn't need potency. I don't care about his potency. He wants damage, he wants survivability. But that's a really weird way to mod him. He wants offense. You want Padawan Obi-Wan to be hitting really hard. That probably doesn't matter as much since you probably don't have Padme. Yeah, you don't. Okay, interesting. Yeah, work in progress. Hey, Duvid, how's it going? Interesting. No super glaring stuff. Actually, probably the smartest farm next would probably be C, right? Even though you're yeah, probably C. Finish your C because you probably bought the bundles. Yeah. So that would be the next thing. So whatever I said, probably put C in front of that. Even though you're so behind, Still worth it. So see, try to manage your zetas as best as possible. But once you're done with C, like, you really should start working on just some of this stuff that could be invested in that you already have investment in, because you really shouldn't be placing zetas on more of these characters. But that should give you some time to work on like your Imperial Remnant to get the next assault battle, to start working on stuff like that, like shards for Profundity or Leia. Because you're already at like five, like these GLs are just incredibly fast. What's the queue looking like? So the queue is the wheel. So there's always at least 100 something on the wheel. Right now there's 133, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 138 people on the wheel for free reviews. So you're welcome to submit in my Discord for a free roster review from the wheel. So, and then whenever you get landed on, then I will post on here with a timestamp for you. So yeah, so that's what I would recommend if you wanted a free one. Right now I just have one premium review, so after that I do have some bandwidth to do some more premium ones, but for the free ones you're welcome to just submit in Discord. Hey Tung Morris, how are you doing, dude? Would you like to chat? Would you like to get in on voice chat, have a little chit chat, chitty chat? You forgot about the wheel's existence? Yeah, don't we all? But yeah, like you could go for C, and C will need probably like 4 zetas to be up and running, but this is painful, and it probably still is the best thing for you to just go for C. But there's some things that you can work on here that'll get you up and running. It's any donation in the donation link that's more than $5, pretty much. Darth. Nope. Next. Tavarus. I knew a dude named Tavarus. He was in the Marines. Always reminds me of him whenever I see this name, DarthTavarus. Alright. HK train is noisy. No worries. Alright, let's get you going, Mr. Morris. Alright. Tung Morris. I will timestamp it for you in case you miss anything, Tung Morris. You can always go back and watch it. Burberry X. I certainly remember you. Burberry is it's a fancy brand, right? It's like Coach or something. Is that why your name is Burberry? Because you're named after like the name brand, or is there some other reason? That's like I'm pretty sure that's like a high-end brand. I'm pouring water, so I'm not going to the bathroom. It sounds like I could be like peeing right now, like yeah. But I'm not. I'm just filling up my water bottle. So refreshing. Can't stop the stream, guys. Gotta pee in a bottle. Super hydrated. You love their scarf? Yeah. Okay, so it is based on the brand. Alright, so you're with the Legend of Bahamut 2, the second. Alright. So 8.5 million. Man, you really... Lightspeed bundles just threw you up there, right? It's nuts. I remember when you were but a babe. Like, your account used to be so small. Yeah, Galactic War Battles. 9 months-ish played. Insane. 5.2 on characters, 3.2 on ships. So you have Leia, which is interesting. JML at Relic 8. I'll say this. You're over investing in your GLs right now. They don't have to be R8, especially like Leia. R8 doesn't do much for her. It's pretty much R9 that is going to be good. Because if you look at your stats, you pretty much have the same exact stats as I do at R8 compared to R9 or compared to R7. It's always nice. It's always nice to have R8 for TB. Hey, Dark Previous. But you don't have to take him to R8. Same thing like Bo-Katan. Like, it looks like R8 is your minimum for like good characters. And Bam is R9. I don't know what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why you do this? All right, so Terran Malicos and Starkiller. So here's some flippy floppies that I would do. Like I would have taken, I do take Terran Malicos and Starkiller to R7 because they're just really good characters, and I would have rather you threw your relic materials on things like Padawan Obi-Wan, Master Qui-Gon, or Relic 9 requirements, because Bo-Katan Mandalore is only required for R8. R7 Darth Bane, perfectly fine. You have an R8 Chrysanthemum, it's doing nothing for you. R8 does nothing compared to R9. So you're really weird on your relic levels. So I would say this, like same thing R9 Piet, it's a bit much. Like I get you want to have you just want like a banger fleet, or no, because even you have like Relic 5 Cad Bane. I don't know what you're doing, dude. I don't know what you're doing. Dengar is only R5 too. So you YOLO'd R9 Bam. So I'll say this. Hey K Gaming, how's it going? Chill out with the relics. Like farm, I would rather you farm more things than, or relic that matter, like R9 JML, R9 Leia or something. You know, I could understand that because they're tanks. And then maybe R8 Ray, R8 SLKR, I get it. Like it gives them better stats overall. And these are like really well modded, but I would say, and you are doing really well too for what your account is. So hard for me to really complain. I would like you to get General Grievous up and running. You need more depth in your fleet because you have a really good executor. And you bought the negotiator, but there's not much else here. So you have a negotiator, you have an executor. Do you have the finalizer? Yeah, this is, so you should have this finished up here pretty shortly because you get 10 shards a day. Radis is junk. Malevolence, I would like to see you get your Malevolence up and running, and maybe your Empire. So you could be able to take this at least to like gear 8, finish her stars, get this ability and this reinforcement up and running. So you can, and then at least you'll have like the TIE Defender and the TIE Interceptor, and that's a really good fleet here too if you got your Chimera up and running. So you probably bought the C bundle as well, so you're going to be able to get your C up and running. So I would say that probably go for C. Sith ship, Leviathan. So you are accelerating really quick. So while you're farming your shards for the Sith, I would say just finish C while you finish this. Like get C real quick, then go into the Leviathan is what I would recommend, because you're already like right there for C. So finish C, then get Leviathan. At that point you could probably even go Profundity. You can probably go like back-to-back fleets. So C, Leviathan, Profundity would probably be really good. And then once they figure out how to do the Watt bundle, you could probably go for JMK after that. So that's probably what I would do for your account. I would be farming the shards for Imperial Remnant. So once you get the shard, I would take these to R7. So finish this as soon as you can. Like as soon as you have the stars ready, just take them to R7. You probably like this Zeta was a waste. So chill out on the Zetas, but I would take Enoch, Night Trooper, Death Trooper to R7. I would not prioritize Ahsoka right now. I don't think she's super important. So the assault battle is really good. So finish that. As far as the Spectre team, like there's nothing that you need to do here to like, you can slowly get it up and it's free Zeta. What do you mean it's free Zeta? You bought the pack? No. This guy. This is the guy. We found him, everyone. We have found the guy. Can you believe it, guys? We found him. We found the guy. We found the guy. I was saying, I don't know who this pack was for. I was like, I don't know. Who would buy this pack? I was like, this pack is like crap. It was like $65 for Night Trooper and Death Trooper Peridia at Relic 1. It was the most inefficient bundle I've ever seen. The most inefficient bundle I've ever seen. And I was like, who wakes up in the morning, smokes some literal crack cocaine, smokes it, and then buys that pack? But we found him, guys. We found him. Here he is. The guy. No one could figure out. No one. Everyone was like, who's buying this pack? Everyone was like, no one's buying this pack. It doesn't make any sense. Not a lick of sense. I would have rather you bought crystals or some other form, because even the Chirotech is only worth like $40. You know what I mean? Like the Chirotech itself was worth $40. So it was like, where was the value in this pack? It was Relic 1. It doesn't come with any material. Even it shows like you only took them to Relic 2. You know what I mean? So, and you already had the shards because you needed 300 shards. So like there was literally no value in that pack. But here we have a guy that says, I don't need value in a pack to purchase it. This guy goes to the store and he's like, click buy, click buy, click buy, click buy. Does this have value? Oh, it doesn't matter. Click buy, click buy. You just clicking away. Doesn't even read what it does. He just like, oh, hey, yeah, let's click and purchase this. Let's click and purchase this. I don't need any of this. Who cares? Let's just buy it. Yeah, let's click and purchase this. Let's click and purchase this. Click buy, click buy, click buy. Let's not look at what we're purchasing. Not look at what we're purchasing. Let's just buy it. We found him. We found him. But thank you. Yeah, thank you for supporting the game. Thank you for keeping the lights on for us. Yeah. Is this a roster roast? I guess, yeah. Sometimes I gotta speak from the heart. I really didn't. I legitimately, guys, like legitimately, I was like, who's buying this? Legitimately, I was like, there's no value in it. I think I made it in a video too. I was like, this is the worst value I've ever seen in a pack whatsoever. Like if it was any like if it had the shards, I would understand it. But they made the 300 shard limit to not piss off whales who whaled on the shards. So they're like, we have to put a shard limit on it, but we also have to prioritize on dudes that don't think when they purchase stuff. And they're like, if we make it look like a Lightspeed bundle and charge a ton of money, will people buy it? And the answer, I guess, was yes. They're like, our sales on it were abysmal, but we were able to get one guy in Hong Kong to buy it. So we'll see what we can do, how to get more. Like, but this one guy in Hong Kong bought it, so maybe we'll keep pushing it out so this one dude will buy packs. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll say this. Don't do that. You can do whatever you want with your money, Tung Morris, but there was no value in it because you could have just bought the Chirotech pass. You could have just bought the Chirotech, and it's like this almost the same amount of value. It just is not a very good purchase, is what I'm saying. Like I have these guys. Like I have all the Imperial Remnants. I just farmed them. They were like free to play farmable. I did not spend any money on my Imperial Remnant, and I have them at Relic 7. So $0 spent on these guys. Nada. So if it's not giving you a competitive advantage, if it's not giving you any relic material, it's not giving you any signal data, it doesn't meet the value of how much is 20 Zetas worth. This is a crap Zeta. This is like a shit Zeta. Like this Zeta is a useless Zeta. So this is not a good Zeta. I don't know which Zeta it gives you on this one too. Which Zeta is it? This one? I guess it's this one. But I don't know. The fact that you can't select the Zeta, I don't know what I would value it at. I don't know. But definitely not this. I would not value the, because usually it's like it's what, $1 for 10 Zetas or something is the usual, like, is the conversion for this. Or not this. Or yeah, so it's like, it's about $1 for every 10 Zetas. So that was like $40 worth of Zetas. Yeah, but it's not a good bundle. Regardless, I would say no. Especially not. But I would finish your shards on Enoch and then get him up and running for the assault battle, is what I was saying before we got sidetracked here. But I would get them up, get them to Relic 7. You probably don't need any more Zetas on the team, even though once you have DTMG, you will want Ominous Sentinel for his unique, because that pretty much stops all crits against the DTMG team. So if you get DTMG up and running, then the Zeta on Captain Enoch is very much a very good Zeta for that team. So yeah, but I would do that. See Imperial Remnant whenever you get them, Leviathan into probably like Profundity, so that you finish all your 3 capital ships, is the best thing you can do. Most definitely. You have like pretty good mods too, especially for the time played. This is like a little slow, but the damage and the health is good. Leia's not bad. I would like her a little faster, but she has like decent health, decent speed. Your JML's really slow. His protection's bad, but a byproduct of that is because he's relic 8 and not relic 9, and it really does make that much of a difference. Your job is good. It's okay. Yeah. Your Ray's good. Good Ray. Your GL speeds aren't great. Non-GLs. So, but I get it. You haven't been playing that long, so no. Save your R9s for requirements. Because you're gonna need 2 for Leviathan, 1 for Profundity, and then 3 more for Ahsoka. So that's 6 R9s you need right now. 6. So you don't have any of the R9s that are requirements. So you shouldn't be placing R9s on characters until you have the requirements done. So I would say even R8s. Like you have enough R8s right now for your account for a while. Like your R8s are fine. You will be good in TB like you for a while, for a good bit. So start working on requirements. Like I would rather you have the Leviathan. I would rather you have the Profundity. I would rather you have like GL Ahsoka, because you're not that far. Once those yeah, R7C is fine. So R7C, your Hut Cartel relics right now are fine, I'm pretty sure, for what I saw. I'll just verify. Yeah, so this is fine. You don't need any more investment into your Hut Cartel relics. Perfectly fine. So yeah, he can buy the R9 mats as well. He can buy them, but you still have signal data. There's a bunch. So there's things I would rather him work on. If he's going to accelerate things, I would rather him work on getting, and same thing like Malgus, like your Synth Empire, like Malgus R7's fine. Like you just R7 him. You'll have to R9 Revan and then Malik, and then Set R7 is fine. Sith Assassin, R5 Sith Assassin is perfectly fine. She's borderline useless right now, like just absolutely useless. So there's some worlds where you still use her on defense, because if your opponent is going to throw Leviathan on defense and you have a Leviathan on defense, then it's probably best to just throw the normal Sith Assassin Mark 6 and like whatever, the Palpatine's ship or something as the third reinforcement, and then that way you can take the Scimitar and use it with your Profundity and use that to counter the Leviathan on your opponent. So, and then if your opponent takes Leviathan on offense, then you put in only the Scimitar, and then you use the Mark 6 with your Profundity to counter their Leviathan, is probably what I'll end up doing. So yeah, like I would say focus on requirements. R7 is your ceiling now. If it's not a requirement for R8, R9, that's your ceiling. Focus on getting everything in the game, and then you can start working on increasing the relics. But there's so many things that you're missing that could benefit your account more. Like even like Luthen is amazing, Great Mothers is amazing, Balin's amazing, Darth Malgus, Bradis. So I'd rather you like Revans, Grievous, get your Grievous up and running, like so that you can get your Malevolence, and then still balance ships with like new farms. So it's a lot of stuff, but make sure you're farming at least like 2 hard-nosed ships at a time. But yeah, you got your farming path, decent mods. You're doing really well. This is insane for 1 year. You're dropping some fat stacks. So yeah, thanks Thanks for supporting the game. Stop supporting the game with really bad packs though. Like you're encouraging their bad packs, and then that encourages them to. No, do not put your Zetas into Grievous. No, no. You just need him like. When you get JMK, you'll take him up to relics, but at least like gear 12, so his ship is somewhat usable. Because it's still a good ship. Like you still want. Yeah, I get it. I'm the same way. I'm like super starving. I'm even the fastest way I can accelerate my Zetas is through these daily deals. So whenever I see like 6+ in here, I'm buying them with my crystals. So maybe you can do that if you want. But I'm like hurting on Zetas. Can you buy that? You can spend your money however you want, Tung Morris. I don't care. It's just not a very smart choice. But I'm not your financial advisor. I just tell you what's worth it. If you wanna like throw your money away, you know, do whatever you want to do with it. But I don't know. If it makes you happy, then do it. But these guys at Relic 7 are really useful. I don't know. They're good. They're okay. I'll throw them on defense on 3s, but like this Zeta is just like useless. Not unless you're getting the Territory Wars Omicron, then that's pretty much when you'll get this you'll get that Zeta. So because if you go Night Sisters, if you go like double Omicron on Great Mothers, and then also Death Trooper Peridia with Night Trooper, Morgan Elsbeth, and Night Sister Spirit, that's a pretty heavy TW team. It's 3 Omicrons for TW, which is pretty expensive, but it's a good team. So I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. All right. Yeah, that's hilarious though. I can't believe it. I genuinely, super genuine. I was like, who's buying that pack? Who's doing it? Here you are. Here you are. Nice to see you, dude. All right. Interesting. But yeah, thanks for the thanks for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go I guess that's it. Let's go raid Egnards over here. Here, I gotta edit this. So when I'm done, details. Let's see, Egnards. Customization. Redirect, add. Egnards. Search videos from other Egnards. Are you here? Egnards. No, he's not on YouTube. Okay, let's go to Twitch. Thanks, I appreciate it. Let's get you guys over to Eggy. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fun. When I can do it, I will do it, but I've been really busy lately. Just with life and school and everything, but today I had some time, so I wanted to hang out with you guys. Following. Who am I following? Where are you at? Here you go. Let's start this raid. Alright everyone, thanks for hanging out. 'Twas a pleasure, like always. Yeah, Happy New Year's everyone. I probably won't see you guys until after the New Year's, so I'll see you all next time. Take care. All right, YouTube worlds, thank you for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful New Year's, and I'll see you all in